Okay. This one here is about balance, correspondence. I'm going to be referring to my iPads just to boom. See the blue tack in it. This is the real. This is a real life. So, a lot of people can decide to start the trading journey, but not actually be fully aware or understand what comes with it. On an, I want to say, emotional perspective. This is why you're getting a front view today, yeah? Serious. Okay, let's go. Take some more. So, emphasizing on balance and correspondence and specifically loss. Let's get into this. I've been trading for years. I've been trading 8 years now. So, how many people have I lost along the way? Don't make me blush. That's so many. Once upon a time, I was Mr. Popular, so I had a lot of people to lose. That's natural. I think if anybody is ever popular, they'll definitely tell you that. Do you know what I mean? Or if you study the person who was cool in school, damn, homie, back in high school, you were the man, homie. Yeah, but I'm 30. Chances are, if you see them today, they may not be so cool. Maybe they've got children, maybe they got beaten up with the baby mama drama. I know a geezer who I used to work with him. He has 4 houses, and he said all three of them are from previous women, and the one he's currently in, of course, is with his current missus. This is somebody that makes a lot of money and keeps buying his woman a house every time he thinks it's serious. But if you have a negative mind state or you've never made money before, you'll think to yourself, oh my days, how does he afford it? Well, obviously, he makes more peace. Every time he takes a L, he smokes it L, hits a trap and gets it back. That's obviously what he's doing. So that's obviously what needs to be done. So that's what you need to do if you were to try and go down that course. Obviously, when I'm speaking to people, I speak about flipping money. If you can start from £20, you should be able to turn it into 40, then 40 to 80, and so on and so forth. How do you actually do that though? Everyone's got different hustles, but most people are going to keep it away from you. That's where trading for me is my top trump, and what I, of course, preach to the masses. Hopefully somebody hears me, sort of thing. I'm coming from a background where I don't have a Lamborghini and I don't have a Rolex. I remember someone said to me, if you do trade, then you have to have a Rolex. So I said to him, okay, so if somebody doesn't like Rolexes, let's just say most people wouldn't, because it's a luxury item. That even if like you don't like it, you can appreciate the craftsmanship and expense. So I'm not doing that. And he was like, yeah, he has to do it. And I'm like, mate, so if it's a doctor, does he have to buy a Rollie? No. Lawyer? No. Surgeon? No. But for the trader, he has to. So I'm trying to show him that he needs to understand something. The influencer traders are making you feel like, or making you think, sorry, a trader must have a Rollie, or a trader must be in a gym with like what, 8% body fat and be able to bench at least 100 kilos. That's fake. That's it. All depends on the person. That was the point I was trying to make to him. But yeah, I mean, I mean, it's not my personality to show off and stuff like that. But this year, I have decided to definitely flex more, small for various reasons. But the main, I'm gonna give you, yeah, two reasons. I'll give you one in fact. Chill, chill. It's got to be a part two. Do you know what I mean? But because, so for me, when I started working, I worked in sports and fitness and whatever, and then I went into finance after I had my first daughter. And then I learned that all of my friends, like people, my friends at that time were doing block life and stuff, and let's say they've got a Gucci belt, yeah. But if I were to speak to my colleagues in the office about anything like that, I wouldn't even dare to be honest, because it's that's small. Like when you learn a bit more about classes, you learn that when you're lower class, that's when you like to do the show thing to overcompensate, or just because you ain't got it, or it's the first time tasting it. When you make peas, less less name brands. There are less names. There are less tags on your clothes. You know, it's plain. I think I've heard Hedy say that once. It's plain. Like that's like affluence and all that stuff. That gets more into like the fitting, the quality. Do you know what I mean? That's when you can start saying, I've only big up Tommy. I've only heard him, like I've only put something on and he's been like, whoa. No, he was wearing something. I was like, oh, do you know what I mean? Because none of my friends, again, not the biggest big headed thing, but I mean, no, not really. Only some. But you know, most people buy things because it's just bait. So you would, bait for the American audience is, not flames, obvious or typical. For example, I remember there was a Fendi jacket with eyes, and when that was in season, everyone was getting it. Do you know what I mean? That's bait, it's everywhere. That's what that means. Along the way, when you do the show thing, or when you flex, my Ghanaians, GH stand up, or if you're gonna be showing off, then yeah, you definitely lose them. But because I'm old, I feel like I've got nothing more to lose. I'll have to tell you what happens. You know what I mean? But going back to being that type of person, if you're like popular and stuff, whatever, you got more people to lose. And so when you do lose to people, if you're a younger person, or if you've never like reasoned with somebody else older, then you'll probably think you might be thinking some internal, might think it's a you thing, or you might be confused. But nah, don't be. What I've learned, to be honest, like growing up, most of the people that I chill with have been older than me. Not by a lot, but being older than me. In my school years, chilling with someone that's 1 year older than you is something. So for example, I started secondary school, early chilled with people that were in year 9, in year 7, and then after that, so I thought everyone my age were neeks. Forgive me, I thought everyone was a neek. Or not cool, and I thought I was cool. Do you know what I mean? And growing up, I've just had people that are older than me. I've never spoken or parred with people that are my age. If I do, then like I check on them. Like I drop by, yo, well, go on, there, all that type of chat, but not back to back every day. I can't chill with people that are younger than me because I don't know. Maybe it's because I've grown up quickly, but they don't know how to make money. They like to just sit down, watch Netflix. I had some small girl. She's not even that young. She's only like 24. She said to me the other day, my little cousin used to talk to her. Oh, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. So what do you watch? I was like, what do I watch? I'm like, it's my cousin, not a hustler. She asking me what I watch. She want to ask me what I do. Me, a man of action. But, this is gonna get too long because I talk a lot. So let me just fast forward to the losing people thing. Losing people, yeah. Oh, she was lost too. That's why it came to mind. Oh, shit, she's crazy. If any trader has ever lost somebody, in the beginning it hurts, yeah. Let's give it. I mean, I can't say when they decided to, for lack of better words, pull their finger out of the bum and actually make things happen on the charts. But hindsight is a mofo, isn't it? And when you have that hindsight, it's obviously after you've performed or after it's passed, the tragedy or the trauma or torment has passed. And after I've lost every person I lose, I will always do better because I always hone in on myself. I always hone in on my craft. So that can apply to anybody and everyone. Do you know what I mean? That could apply to big up Big Mo, if I can even shout that one out. He was talking about your baby mum. That bitch. It's like, I do understand that because every man, and I'm speaking for hitters like me, every man does something for a woman. Whether it be mummy, I call my mum mummy. Whether it be your sister, your auntie, your grandmother. Like I say to people, men wouldn't put on clothes if women didn't exist. Like, what do we even care for? Like, what? Some people be like, "How are you talking about?" But yeah, if you have like deeper conversations with yourself and you understand how men function, we wouldn't be getting up to hustle for nothing if there was no healing, like correspondence and polarity. Even like, if I'm gonna go to the plantation and be working, then obviously the opposite to that would be the sheer bliss. Yeah. So if I'm gonna be working and not be getting any sheer bliss, then I wouldn't really be working. That's the most simplest way to put it without putting any scenarios in it. Could you say we're doing this loss thing? But when you lose people trading, you do have to bear in mind you do have more focus to sharpen the knife. You may be one less mouth to feed still. How about that? Yeah. A lot of us have stress that we take to the charts and we don't realize. So if you are going through that situation with the baby mother and you think, yeah, you're headstrong, you know what you're doing, boom, bam. If you don't have somebody to say, yo, you good? Let me test you. How about that? Let me test you. And it's a problem. Another reason, in fact, let me tell you why you should lose someone as well. You should shake someone off. Speaking to somebody about this the other day. I had this conversation with my sensei. I said, Sensei, people are afraid of you, What does that mean? He's doing Jedi, Mr. Humble. I had a conversation with him about myself and I asked him to relate to it, yeah? I've told my Don, come to my gaff, get his hair done. My sister's gonna do his hair. Whatever passes. The next day, he's like, yo, bro. I've got something to tell you. I'm like, oh, on. What's popping, homie? Yeah, boom. I went to school with his sister, I'm thinking, hang on a second, I'm going in. So let me hear what he's about to tell me. What's this? He's like, that's it. I'm like, okay, so you gonna talk to me? You gonna tell me something more? Nah, you know what you're like, bro. Other spectator. Yeah, it's true. Maybe I still don't understand it, but it doesn't make sense from where I'm coming from. Maybe I'm missing a lot of context in it because from my perspective, I've only been nice. Maybe he's gonna say, "No, G, from my perspective, you've been X." Do you know what I mean? So cool, whatever. But the lesson in that is, if people do feel a certain way about you, then they ain't really gonna show you or critique or help you evaluate. If you smell me, all right, cool. Let's say you are a bit boisterous. Not to say that I'm boisterous anyway. But let's say for whatever reason, people are not most confident to say, hang on, stop what you're doing, or shut up. Then you're kind of in a pickle, especially if they're close to you, because you're not perfect, you're a human being. Even if you know that you're on point all the time, sometimes you might fall, you may be wrong, yeah? How many times have you taken a test and got 100%? Yeah? Cool. Stuff like that, honestly, when it comes to the big headedness, as a man, that definitely happens. And obviously, most traders are men, what I've found. But there's a reason why female traders are better. Because for that reason, I think a lot of men, like from teaching the students as well, men usually are hard on themselves and they internalize the problem, whereas women, they risk less. They understand that it's a long journey, and I feel like because they already have a relationship with themselves, in fact, like women will sit in thought and talk with their friends and talk with themselves, like with self, a lot more than a man would. So when it's time for a man to speak about something, he doesn't even know who he is. He's all trying to knock knock, who's there, hello, and speak at the same time. It doesn't make sense. If you understand what I'm talking about, then you know. Yeah, and if you're watching this with somebody who doesn't, then yeah, show them in it, because maybe I've opened up a conversation for you to even let them know a different side to you. Because a lot of the time, another person that I've lost, before I lost them, I said to them, because she was talking about her father, saying he's a great man. I said, listen, he's a great man. I hear that, but I can't remember what we were talking about. But I said, you see how you talk to him and he helps you. Who does he talk to? This is a deliberate pause. More time. The fat, or the other woman that it may be, whether it be your mummy, your cousin, your sister, or the big mother, big up, Money Mo, was it Big Mo, Money Mo? It gets like that. It honestly does, because the people that are leaning on you, more time they're leaning on you because you provide a service or you're valuable. Imagine if that, or usually, okay, and then usually it's monetary. So this person's more of a leech, but because that person might give you some sort of bliss, or maybe they just stroke your ego. Gosh, so you take on that expense, but for what? Imagine if I'm chilling with my friends and I'm spending £100 a week. If I don't chill with my friends, am I not saving £100 a week? I can put that into another prop firm. I can flip that, So perspectives. I'm not. I feel like I haven't given you enough today, but I'm definitely gonna give you more. I'm gonna do a part two. When it comes to, I mean, I'm a guy, so again, expressing myself and talking about stuff on the level, it is a bit weird talking to a camera, but definitely doing it for the people who need to hear the message. Definitely message me, WhatsApp me. My YouTube's more. I know you guys who watch it most probably have my number. Message me. If you don't, message me on Instagram. I'll get back to you. I'm always doing one-on-ones. In future videos, I'm gonna start showing you guys what my DMs look like. Of course, I'm not gonna like be flashing up any sensitive conversations, whatever. But for you to guys to see how students speak to me, how the DMs life really go. I might even show you what the scammers look like, because even from my perspective, I see people who are moving mad, and it's not like I'm the police, so it's not like I'm be like, hey, and I'm not CoffeeZilla, but I can definitely contribute. Oh, big up Andre McClendon. He's basically our detective right now in the trading space. Yeah, so big up him, serious. Yeah, he's serious in it. Like, what I would say is he's not much of a trader by any means, but he's putting in that work. Do you know what I mean? That's the reason why his page has grown. He's putting in that work, and he's not gassing. He's not chatting rubbish. He's doing the Lord's work. So big up him every time. And I think his military background also does help, because he's serious with it. He's consistent with it. He's doing his thing. Big up the Marcus Adrian as well, I think his name is, because he's pretty relaxed, but I think his YouTube channel showed the YouTube space that you can be a bit more casual. Because before we have, let's say you got Q Banks, Raja, what's this youth called? Diaz, Andre Diaz. He's doing the same thing as well. Them man they like to do shmoney. I don't mind the Q Banks and them lot. Obviously, they have their own come up in it. They have their rough and their smooth. Nothing against them. And then obviously the Andre Don, he's young. When you watch his videos, he says things like, oh, forgive him. Andre, if you're watching this, listen to a book called The Kabbalion. If you're not there yet, then cool, just listen to an hour of it. But if you're there, listen to The Kabbalion. When you go into your speeches and stuff, and you're trying to talk like on a big man thing, like motivating people and stuff like that, yeah, refer to The Kabbalion. I feel like it would fine tune what you're saying. I'm choosing my words deliberately. It will fine tune what you're saying, and because you're younger, G, it's harder for you to recall these messages from your own self experience. And I'm not saying you ain't gone through nothing, but maybe a bit more, you know? You're actually a young G, but you're doing your thing serious, because the level that you're at, when I think 26, 27, that's when I was looking like you, or that's when I was trying to do what you're doing, or and I mean what, traveling the world. All right, you traveled the state, I traveled across the world, living in a nice place too, with my daughter. You know, like I see what you're doing. I see that a couple years back, and I'm like, okay, youngest in charge. I see you, serious. Like, he's cool, you're cool, and he's cool. Definitely go watch him and listen to him as well. This one's long. Definitely gonna do another part two, but I'm gonna keep it going actually. But for everybody trading, especially from London, or if you come from humble beginnings, yeah, this is where it's at. This is definitely where it's at, because that's where I come from. That's where it is. I've fallen on my face, get back up again. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to growing an account with £50, £100, 150, by the way, if you do want to start an account, trading wise, to maintain your income, personally for me, I think it's £300. And it's £300 just because you have to understand how your model is, and then understand how many times you're going to lose in that model. Let's say, for example, with my one, if I lose 6 times, I know that's perfectly normal. I would know that that's either and I'm including break evens as well. I hate when traders don't include break even in as a loss, because for people listening, if you're listening, by the way, traders, it's jarring because it doesn't make sense. It's not money. There's no money on the table. I can't. Yeah, well, I know you understand it, and I understand the monetary or the financial side to it, but I feel like traders, you've got to be a bit more responsible in your teaching. Show the people properly, you feel me? So in my videos, I'm going to be showing people, all right, cool, if you put down £10, you're going to be making £100 and dot, dot, dot. Not to say that I'm better or I'm just doing it differently. I feel like that's what needs to be done for people to start understanding, okay, cool, if I'm going to start trading and avoid the scammers, then this is how I need to do it to make sure. I'm going to get a lot more structured and be pushing out the content and showing you guys. Do you know what? Yeah, definitely. So every day you're going to see me. I'm going to be spitting something. I can't say that it's going to be entirely structured so you can watch it from A to Z. It might be like, what's this guy's name? Dr. Apokoli or something like that. I need to shout him out still because he's serious. Dr. Charles Apoki. Alright, cool, yeah. He's a G. He's hard. He's cold. Yeah, he's doing his thing. For anybody who wants to listen to an uncle teaching a realist or like showing certain perspectives or what have you, yeah, listen to him. Serious. Yeah, especially like for me, exactly, cool. I didn't grow up with a father. My guidance has always been the literature or anything that I see outside. So maybe that's why it warms, like I'm warm towards it. But if you may be in a certain situation as myself, or you just want an African teaching, if you like the principles, if you like the laws, but you want to hear it from like a real life sort of scenario perspective, yeah, he does that. Let me look at his last few videos. Africa has become a big prison. Alright, he's talking through different stuff now. But even if you watch his first few videos or whatever, before he started making big money. Before he was getting 1,000 views. Yeah, them videos serious. Yeah? Hey. I'll even reach out to him. If I start a podcast, I'll definitely put him on. How about that? Yeah? All the uncles are welcome. Serious. Alright, thank you. Another time. Thank you.